Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. You're looking at the GW Panther, the Tier 7 German SPG, located on the northeast corner of Glacier. It's under the command of angelina75 OLIMP. She's got the improved rammer, improved gunlaying drive, and the motor device, I think. Well, is it? Trying to remember what the device is. I can never remember the name anyway. Now, we are having trouble with our display for the 2.0 client. Unfortunately, it was actually causing us to lose certain bits of information when we were trying to produce the graphics. So anyway, I've got the screens up now, and we can see Angelina's aiming for the corridor running directly up to the carrier, hoping somebody's going to fall for it. And if they do, she'll probably get a shot at them. In fact, an enemy has turned up, and it's a Hawk 90, or Hawk 30, sorry. Rounds out. Oh, wipeout! One hit. She got him right in his engine bay, right up the exhaust pipe. And in fact, he'd already been hit, but that was the final shot necessary to take him out of the game. So she's got the first kill in this game. Enemy spotted near the central. It's a Progetto 46. Rounds out. Another direct hit for 207 this time. Now this is a 15 centimeter howitzer capable of 600 alpha, 39 millimeters of penetration with a 7.2 meters burst radius. Angelina, as you can see, has got 2 marks of excellence on the barrel, so she's played it quite a lot. Still working her way up to the 3rd mark. Rounds out. Good shot. Oh, yes, it was. It was almost smack on. It's just because he changed direction as he was moving that she didn't get a direct hit. But if she'd hit the gun shield, it's more than likely it would have gone through the Waffenträger and she might have ended up with a kill shot. Or at least she would have got a penetrating shot. Now, the GW Panther does have a very wide arc of fire. 52 degrees of the arc, 26 either side of the center line. Her first shot over there at the Lurber actually doesn't hit the target. Of course, this is an Arty that was designed, but just never built. They went to an awful lot of trouble to try and design it, but Krupp never could persuade Hitler to actually go ahead and build the thing. It was designed in 1943 to 1944. Unfortunately, the German generals wanted more Panther tanks. They didn't want the GW Panther, which was, well, their mistake, but obviously they were fighting tank battles and they didn't think Arty was necessary. What a mistake to make. It was hugely necessary. We've got the Lurber over on this side, hiding behind the ice. Whoa, even though he moved, he actually still took a splash for 104. Now you can see already that Angelina does have the communications expert working. It's showing down there at the bottom, and that's because she's actually managed to generate 776 stun assists so far on the enemy. Rounds out. Oh, she splashed him again. 133. She was trying to get a shot on the engine deck, but the guy moved. Now they're 4 up on the enemy so far, so it's a good game. But it's still that Lurber who's holding back our teammates. She hasn't got a shot there because that mountain's in the way. And that's also in the corridor, so she can't get a shot over there either. She's decided to change position. I think that's a good move. She hasn't got an angle on the other enemy, so she's decided to move over to a different side and get a different firing position altogether. Now, since her team has actually cleared the ice area, she can actually go all the way out onto the ice and shoot from over there. And of course, there's no way the enemy would actually be able to know exactly where she was, because she's so far out of the normal places where Arty players would be. Rounds out. Well, she stunned that G-Saw. She's getting closer and closer to the enemy. There's only 4 of them left. They've killed all the other enemy on the circular route except for one. There's one enemy, a Comet, is on the circular route, the ring road. They haven't found him yet. Oh, they found him now. And in fact, he just got killed by the Sharp Future 4. And that just leaves 3 enemy left, a G-Saw, the Scorpion, and an M53, M55. There's the G-Saw. She's trying to line up the shots. She fires it in. And she got some stun. And some stun assist again. And he's gone. Which means now there's only 2 enemy left, the M53 and the Scorpion. And remember, Scorpions are very vulnerable because they have very thin armor, only 1mm thick. It's basically just to stop bullets, that's all. Well, 1mm. It's just to give the troops some confidence, I think, more than anything. Oh, she got some damage on the M53. And he's gone, and that's the end of the game. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the second class tank of Angelina75 of OLIMP in the GW Panther. She managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, she got 12 in this one, and her win rate wasn't particularly high. She only got 1,092, but she did do a lot of stun assist in this game, so that's why very low actual damage, but good stun assist. Let's have a look at the team score. Now we can see she didn't get much in the way of damage, only 859 hit points. The highest scorer in this game was the Sharp Future 4, managed 3,877. He picked up the high caliber. Second highest was the G-Saw 1008. She hit. That guy got a tank sniper and 3,511. And the third highest damage was the Lurver she was hitting. He got 2,569 hit points of damage. When it came to kills, she managed to get 1. But the Sharp Future 4 got 5 in that game. The G-Saw 1008 got 3, and the Scorpion got 2, along with the Shiv 1030 and T832. When it came to base XP, though, you can see Angelina's much higher. She managed to get 752 in third place, top scorer being the Sharp Future 4 again, 1,163, the only one to get over 1,000 base, with the T832 getting 755. Angelina did much better, of course, because she was tier 7 in a tier 8 game, and she was smacking those enemy tanks, and that was giving her, oh, in fact, it was a tier 9 game, rather, and so she got extra XP out of that one. She fired only 10 shots, but she got 1 direct hit and 1 penetration on the enemy, 8 splash. Damage of 859 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. The tank she penetrated, by the way, that was definitely that Hawk 30, which of course she took out. Penetrating shot for 157, went right up his engine bay, and of course he was out the game straight away. 6 enemy vehicles damaged, 1 killed, and of course that again means that she missed out on the Confederate by just 1 tank that she killed. 1,212 hit points of stun assist off 8 stuns. On a premium count, she made 20,537 credits profit from that game, and also 2,256 experience points out of it as well. And it was a very quick game, 6 minutes 29 seconds. So that's why she was only able to get out 10 shots. She was working as hard as she could, but for some reason her teammates seemed to be on the ball, and she wasn't getting a huge amount of damage. Because of that, they were killing the tanks themselves. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that second game. It's not as good as the previous one we saw. Of course, that was the Bat Chat 155.55. That was the first class, and that took place on the 4th of the night, whereas this game took place on the 9th of the 9th. So obviously 5 days later, and she managed to come up with, well, it's the second class rather than the first class. So not as good as the previous one, but still good all the same. Hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like, and thank you for watching.